Apple's biggest iPhone upgrade in years may not be the camera. It may not be the design, and surprisingly, it may not even be Apple Intelligence. According to new leaks, the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max could feature Apple's next-generation custom C2 modem, a piece of technology that most users will never see, but one that could dramatically improve battery life, privacy, and everyday performance. For years, Apple relied heavily on Qualcomm for 5 grams connectivity. While Qualcomm's modems have powered multiple generations of iPhones, Apple has quietly been working behind the scenes on a long-term plan, bringing modem technology completely in-house. That journey began with the C1 modem and continued with the upgraded C1X. Now, all signs point toward Apple taking its biggest step yet with the arrival of the C2 chip, and if the latest reports are accurate, the benefits could be far more important than most people realize. Let's dive into everything we know. When people think about smartphone battery life, they usually focus on battery size. Bigger battery equals longer battery life. Simple, right? Not exactly. The real secret behind great battery performance is efficiency. And that's where Apple's custom modem strategy could become a game changer. The upcoming C2 modem is expected to continue the trend established by Apple's previous modem chips, delivering significantly better power efficiency than traditional third-party solutions. Unlike Qualcomm, Apple controls every major component inside the iPhone: the processor, the operating system, the software optimization, and now, increasingly, the modem. Because all these components are designed to work together from day one, Apple can optimize power consumption in ways that competitors simply cannot. Every signal request, every network connection, and every background process can be managed more intelligently. The result? Less battery drain while connected to 5 grams networks, longer screen on time, better standby performance, and potentially several additional hours of real-world usage. The timing couldn't be better. Leaks already suggest the iPhone 18 Pro may feature a larger battery than its predecessor. Combine a bigger battery with a more efficient C2 modem, and Apple could be preparing one of the longest-lasting flagship iPhones ever released. For users who spend all day streaming, gaming, browsing social media, or using AI-powered features, that could be one of the most meaningful upgrades of the entire iPhone 18 lineup. But battery life isn't the only advantage Apple is targeting. The company is also reportedly preparing a new privacy feature that could make many users feel more secure when carrying their phones. Privacy has always been one of Apple's biggest selling points, from app tracking transparency to private relay and advanced data protection. Apple has consistently positioned itself as the company that puts user privacy first. Now, the custom C2 modem could help take that mission even further. A feature known as limit precise location is expected to become available on future devices powered by Apple's modem technology. So what exactly does it do? Most people don't realize that cellular carriers can estimate your location based on the towers your phone connects to throughout the day. Even when you're not actively sharing your location, network providers can often determine where you are with varying degrees of accuracy. Apple's new feature aims to reduce that precision, instead of allowing carriers to pinpoint your exact location. The system can limit the information available to cellular networks. In practical terms, a carrier might know you're somewhere in a neighborhood rather than identifying a specific street or building. The best part: Apple says this privacy enhancement should not affect signal quality, call quality, or overall user experience. You get stronger privacy protection without sacrificing performance. That's exactly the kind of feature Apple users love. It's invisible when you don't need it, but incredibly valuable when you do. As concerns about digital privacy continue to grow worldwide, features like this could become major selling points for future iPhones. And because the C2 modem is expected to power the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max, those devices could become Apple's most privacy-focused smartphones yet. But perhaps the most impressive advantage of Apple's modem strategy is something users will notice every single day: network performance, specifically how your phone behaves when signal conditions aren't ideal. We've all experienced it. You're at a crowded concert, a packed sports stadium, a busy airport, or a city center filled with thousands of people connected to the same cellular network. Your signal bars may look fine, but suddenly apps stop loading, messages take forever to send, and websites crawl at a painfully slow speed. This happens because network congestion can be just as problematic as weak signal strength. Apple's custom modem architecture could help solve that problem. Because Apple's A-series processor and C-series modem are designed together, the iPhone can intelligently prioritize important data traffic when networks become congested. Imagine you're uploading photos in the background while simultaneously making a FaceTime call. Traditional smartphones might treat both tasks similarly, but Apple's integrated system can recognize which activity is more time-sensitive and allocate resources accordingly. FaceTime remains smooth, messages send faster, navigation updates more reliably, and the overall device feels more responsive. This level of optimization is only possible when the hardware and software are deeply connected. It's another example of Apple's long-term vision of controlling every major piece of technology inside its devices. And it's exactly why the C2 modem could become one of the most important components in the iPhone 18 Pro. What's especially exciting is that we're still in the early stages of Apple's modem journey. The C1 represented the beginning, the C1X refined the formula. But the C2 could be the first modem designed specifically for Apple's most premium flagship smartphones. That means Apple is likely pushing harder than ever to prove it can outperform Qualcomm not only in efficiency, but also in reliability, performance, and user experience. If successful, the C2 chip could mark a major turning point in iPhone history. It would further reduce Apple's dependence on external suppliers while creating tighter integration across every layer of the iPhone ecosystem. For consumers, that translates into tangible benefits. Better battery life, stronger privacy protections, smarter network management, more consistent performance, and a phone that simply works better in everyday situations, while cameras, displays, and AI features will undoubtedly grab most of the headlines. During the iPhone 18 launch event, the real story may be hidden deep inside the device. Because sometimes the most important upgrades aren't the ones you can see, they're the ones you feel every day. If current leaks prove accurate, the Apple C2 modem could become one of the biggest reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max. And for millions of users, it may finally prove that Apple's decision to build its own modem technology was worth the wait. The iPhone 18 Pro is still months away from launch, but one thing is becoming increasingly clear: Apple's next flagship may not just be faster or smarter. It could also be more efficient, more private, and more reliable than any iPhone that came before it.